So, last week we took a look at basic webcam imaging, how to find and focus a target, etc. But somewhere along the way I neglected to mention what software we use to capture our files, their AVI files. The Vesta and the 2Cam webcams both come with an AVI capture program called AVI Cap. There are other freeware capture programs available. You can check the show notes at astroadventure.com for some links. Okay, so let's look at processing our Saturn AVI files from last week. First, we start Registax. At the top are the buttons relating to files. Below that are the tabs for each processing step we're going to work through. The next logical step always has a green line underneath it. Initially, the Select button in the Files group is highlighted, so let's click on that to open a file. The File Select dialog box shows a preview of the files that you're going to load. Choose the AVI file with the Saturn frames that you recorded last week. You'll see that the Align button now has a green line on it, so let's go ahead and move to the next step. You see that the image moves around as it replays through the frames of the AVI and works out the adjustments necessary to align the chosen feature. A graph is displayed showing a blue line indicating the alignment adjustments for each frame and a red line showing the general quality. The frames have been sequenced and limited in their quality, limited to our quality setting. The main window will move to the next tab, Optimize, in which the alignment is optimized to get the best possible results. Before you go on, notice the Optimize Until number. The optimization will run continuously until that percentage of improvement is noticed. Normally I choose 1% or 2%. Also, pay attention to the resampling and drizzling. Choose resampling to enlarge all the items by a chosen factor. 2 is normally best, and to help process. Alternatively, you can choose drizzle, which optimizes the normal size frames, but will enlarge them before stacking them. Various methods are available. I normally choose the Landcause or Mitchell settings. You'll also notice that resampling slows down the optimization process considerably, and if you have a lot of frames, you might want to choose drizzle instead. The easiest choice now is just to press Optimize and Stack. The frames will be optimized over and over until the percentage of improvement achieved in the last optimization is displayed at the bottom of the screen. After optimization reaches the desired level, the frames will be stacked. There are various options affecting stacking, but since we chose Automatic Stack and Optimize, we just proceed. The software will automatically stack best frames from our images. The basic idea of wavelets is to sharpen the image at several different levels of detail. On the left-hand side of the image in the wavelet screen are 6 sliders. The idea now is to adjust the sliders to sharpen the image by varying amounts in different levels or at the different levels of detail. Different people prefer different methods of doing this. Personally, I find that adjusting the layers 1 to 3 by decreasing amounts and not touching the layers 4 through 6 provide the best results, especially for planetary images. If you click the button to the right of each slider, the display will change while the button is held and give you an idea of what the effect of moving that slider is. Areas of the image that will darken will change red, and areas of the image that will brighten will change to green. Releasing the button will revert the display to normal. Clicking on the Contrast tab on the right-hand side of the image will show brightness and contrast sliders. Planetary images are often very bright and even saturated at maximum brightness in the middle of the disk. In such a case, I recommend lowering the contrast to 80 to 90% and the brightness by 10 to 20%. You can click Save Image and you can save your sharpened image. After the wavelet processing page, you can move to the Final tab and adjust orientation and color of the image, or it can be useful to increase the color saturation by a small amount to get the best colors in your final image. Lastly, the rotation control will allow you to rotate the image to compensate for the camera position when you're imaging. And that's about it. It's really a great program. It's straightforward and it's easy to use. So, that wraps it up for Webisode 2. I hope you're enjoying the show. If you would, take some time and visit our website at astroadventure.com and drop us an email at aaweekly@astroadventure.com and let us know what you'd like to see in future episodes. Clear skies!